Hi, this is Troy Williams, the Director of Equality Utah, and I want to take a few minutes today and talk you through where we are on the issue of transgender youth sports. While this is an issue that everyone is grappling with across the country, everyone's asking, how do we balance equality, inclusion, and fairness on these issues? So HB 11 passed out of the House Health and Human Services Committee on Monday. Essentially, the new substitute would create a commission that would determine eligibility for transgender youth. This is not a novel idea. I believe the state of Maine and Wyoming have similar policies in place. So HB 11 does provide a path for trans youth to play. It is not a ban. I gotta say that the committee hearing was really odd, and it's one of these rare examples up on Capitol Hill where a piece of legislation is opposed by both Equality Utah and the Utah Eagle Forum. Of course, our reasons for opposition are very different than theirs. The Eagle Forum, they will only be satisfied with a full-on ban against transgender youth. They don't want trans teens to play. They don't even want trans youth to even exist. They want no path whatsoever for trans youth. And they're angry, actually, at Representative Birkeland for even considering the feelings of transgender students. Our opposition is very different. Last year, as you remember, Representative Birkeland did introduce a bill that would have been a full-on ban on all trans kids. But after she went and took the time to meet with trans youth, trans athletes, their parents, and other stakeholders, she decided that she wanted to find another way forward. And that's when the idea of a commission has emerged. And really, that is the ultimate choice before us right now. In the state of Utah, we will either have a full-on ban or a commission to determine eligibility. Neither option is ideal. Neither option is what we would want. But for us, allowing a ban to pass is unacceptable. It's something that we cannot live with. And yet we're still not supporting HB 11, the legislation as it's drafted currently. We told Representative Birkeland and lawmakers that we have three major concerns with the latest draft. First, we don't believe that a commission should be appointed by partisan elected officials. We worry that in the future, some leader who has a bias against transgender students will be able to make those appointments. Second, we believe that in the current draft, the qualifications of the commissioners place far too much emphasis on the value of competition and far too little on the value of participation, especially in the context of high school sports. So, for example, there are more sports experts on the commission than there are experts who specialize in transgender care, and that's a problem for us. Third, we are really uncomfortable with the list of characteristics that will be used to evaluate teenage transgender bodies. It's not necessary. A commission of qualified experts should have the flexibility to determine which physical characteristics are even relevant to each sport. B, it's confusing. Some physical characteristics are relevant in some sports and not others. Golf, for example, is different than wrestling. C, it's demeaning, all right? These are high school students asking to play sports. They are not subjects to some clinical trial. We have to keep in mind that many transgender teens experience gender dysphoria. Let's not subject them to anything that would embarrass them. I mean, all teenagers, cisgender, transgender, already have anxiety about their changing bodies. Let's not make it more uncomfortable for them. I think everyone in this process needs to stop calm down, and recognize that we're not talking about the Olympics. We want trans kids to play sports because it's healthy and it's fun. And we want them to have the opportunity to, because it's good to learn how to work as a team, to set goals, to test your limits, to fall, and then get back up again. I mean, these are values that this is why we put young people into sports. Above all, we want transgender students to know that they're loved in the state and in their schools and that they belong. That's to me the most important thing here. But this is where we are. This is the challenge before us. We will have a ban or a commission. Neither are ideal. So our work now over the next few weeks that we're in session is to work with lawmakers to ensure that the commission is fair, that it's safe, and as non-invasive as possible. We're also working with local transgender leaders, as well as the best LGBTQ legal minds across the country to help us navigate these issues. And we're gonna keep working to ensure that our laws protect transgender children and provide them every opportunity to enjoy full equality. And we're gonna need your help, as always. Please contact your lawmakers, your representative in the Senate and the House. Ask them to keep negotiations going on these issues. They are all getting bombarded with emails, texts, and meetings by the extreme right wing who hate this bill and they want to erase transgender youth. We won't let them. And as these debates and these discussions heat up, I ask you please to be civil in your communications with lawmakers. I know emotions are charged around these issues. Everyone's polarized. But when we use words like hater or bigot or anything caustic, it simply doesn't help the process. It never does. You feel good for a hot second, but it actually shuts down the dialogue. All of these lawmakers are learning. They're on a journey. And when they're attacked, their own fight or flight mechanism kicks in and they're likely to shut us out or stop engaging. So when we take the time to build genuine relationships with lawmakers, then they're much more likely to consider our point of view and to reconsider their vote. And then we don't look as extreme as the Utah Eagle Forum does right now. They are being extreme and obnoxious and unreasonable, and it's not helping their efforts, thankfully. So we're grateful to you. Thank you for everything that you do to support and love transgender youth. This isn't over, not by a long shot. And we're gonna be up at the Capitol every single day talking about how much we love these trans youth and how we want to make sure that they have every opportunity to grow and thrive in the state of Utah. Thank you for sending us all the good vibes, the love and the support. It really fuels us up on Capitol Hill. Thank you.